Hello everyone, Warrior Angel here and welcome back to this Eastern Roman Empire campaign for Total War Attila. We're starting today's episode off with a battle as the Avgrid force we had to deal with in the previous episode has come back for round 2 against the garrison at Patkaran. Now, despite what the balance bar says, I feel very optimistic about this battle. The enemy came at us before with much larger numbers and against this sort of garrison before, and we managed to defeat them. In fact, this is where our casualties came from and where all of theirs came from. So I feel pretty optimistic about this battle, so we're just going to go straight into it. Since my tactic last time worked pretty well, as you can see from the amount of casualties the enemy's got, I'm going to be following the same pattern. I'm going to use my spearmen on the front line in this little courtyard bit to defend against the enemy cav charging in. I'm going to use my equites then as support, either with the javelins or just to come in and fight in melee to support the spear line. And I'm going to use my equites to either take out the enemy onagers if I can get them exposed, or basically just scare off skirmishers, do some, rear attacks and that. The one thing I want to do is try and keep them away from the horse archers, if at all possible, because we haven't got many of them, only 29. I'd rather not lose the regiment if I can avoid it. So here we are on the battlefield. Okay, we can see the enemy's got some them general, okay, and over here they've got the skirmishers and their onagers. Okay, the only thing is they haven't got their horse archers, and they haven't got the cataphracts I saw in the army when we were loading the screen up anywhere to be seen. No, I can't see anything on the map. Okay, can they deploy? I mean, because it must mean that they're hiding somewhere. So the only place I can imagine them hiding is either here, which I doubt, or what they've probably done is lined up here in this section of woods. So they're supporting the onagers in that, but also be able to come in themselves. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my equites, because we can just deploy outside of the settlement. I'm going to deploy them in this patch of woods here. We should, yep, we will remain hidden. So what I can do then, once the enemy, I presume that I'm going to go with the assumption that horse archers are not there. Once these skirmishers and that sort of make their way into the settlement, it should be safe enough for me to march my cavalry out into the woods here and be able to strike at the onagers from there. I'm going to do that because heading straight towards them may cause a few more casualties than I feel more comfortable with. With you guys, we need you to deploy across the entranceway here. I'm going to try and overlap them slightly with the walls on the side, just so we can prevent the enemy from outflanking us on those either side. This is good enough. Let's try slightly more. Like that. There you go, that should do the job nicely. Defensive testudo. You guys, I'm just going to keep here for the moment. I'm not sure what the enemy's going to do, so we'll just keep them in support. And put the barricade there, just to annoy the enemies. It also forces them coming from this side if they're going to basically have to come around here to attack, so it will help out. Okay, so I was right, they were hiding in those woods. Okay. So what it looks like, okay, I'm going to leave my general give his speech. But what it looks like, the onagers are moving into firing range, and these guys are all starting to make their way into the settlement, including the horse archers, which is just what I want to see. So I just need to wait a second, and what we're going to do, tell you guys now to start marching off into here. Hopefully we're not going to take any fire from the onagers. I can see they're already starting to move around slightly. This one's already turned to face my crew, and so is these. Okay, see if we can make it over there, guys.
The enemy is going for our general. Protect
okay, what we can do, I'm gonna move my these guys over onto the walls. Hopefully we can take out some of the horse archers then with my javelins. Not that we've got many, but every little bit's going to help.
The enemy is upon us.
Okay, you guys come in and charge at them. We want to deal with them before the onagers try attacking my infantry, because any casualties against these is going to help us out in the long run against the enemy's units. So, Califax is taking a sweet time, I see. So one of my spearmen shouted, "This is getting bloody dangerous." Alright. That's them dealt with. Okay. Spearmen, are you going to try and make a sort of shield wall ready for them? Guess not. Okay, you guys have managed to eliminate them. I want you now to charge up here into these units. Hopefully then we can take out both onagers in one go. What I want to try and do ideally is basically take out as much of the enemy's units as possible. If we can inflict enough casualties they get below their threshold, it means that, for example, like this unit of 4 running away, hopefully when it gets back onto the battle screen, even though they've got 4 survivors, they're not going to be able to, their counters effectively destroyed. So that's what I'm hoping for, by killing off as many of them as possible. We'll just have to see how it goes. These guys seem to be doing an okay job where they are. I was hoping the horse archers was focusing their fire on my Legio, but it seems they are trying to attack them. A bit of both, actually. Okay, you have managed to eliminate the onagers. Kill off a couple of their crew. Not that I'm too worried about them, but if I can, it means I have to basically fight them again later. I'd rather do it without them having onagers to help with them. Should only take a few seconds anyway once they get into combat. There we go, perfect. Now you guys can come back here and we need you to start taking out these skirmishers. Y'all still fresh, so it should be fine. Okay, you guys come over and attack their general. I just want you to try and give a bit of a help in hand to the spearmen. You guys are already starting to break. That's fine. Take a few casualties as you leave, good sir. There we go. Should hopefully be able to... Excellent news. General is dead. Okay, Legia, I want you now to focus your attentions on those melee infantry. If we can kill a few of them off, then these things are going to help out immensely. Equites, you're about to charge in. That's it. Try and kill off as many of the skirmishers. Crap, we're going to start taking casualties from this unit. Okay, we need to scale up. We need to attack them. Kill them. Oh, it's going to be a toughie, Yeah. If I keep marching, I'm just going to be marching into their fire. So, charge up here, guys. Go after that Equite unit. That's a skirmishing unit, I should say. Okay, let's get you guys up there. You guys are going to finish off the Equites for me. The skirmishers for me, sorry. Again, Equites and skirmishers. I've got Equites on the brain today, I tell you. Hang on, I blame my hay fever. Alright. So once you're dead, we need them slaughtered. So I want to kill off as many of them as possible, although we are taking archer fire, which doesn't really help in our case. You guys, feel free to come back and attack my javelins. We'll let them waste their ammo on me. Okay, now horsemen, kill these skirmishers. Like I said, ideally I want to kill as many of them as possible, so when it comes to me winning basically the battle, that they're not going to be able to do much against me because of it. Tell you what, guys, see if you can quickly catch up with them. Charge in. There we go. Hopefully we've got an advantage against these horse archers, and hopefully that will help us out a bit against the enemy. In fact, they're actually winning decisively. That's not the news I want to hear. Doesn't help either that we're actually getting attacked by missile fire from them as well. Okay, javelins, you're about to use up all your ammo. That's fine with me. You can't really hit my troops on here. Despite the fact my guys are supposed to have the advantage here, and these ones are exhausted and mine are just active. There we go. I was wondering why it comes weird losing this battle. There we go, we've won it.
A glorious victory will soon be yours.
Okay, I could say, so I want you to try and kill off some of these horse archers for me.
For glory.
If you can do that for me, that would be very much appreciated. At the moment, they are struggling to try and kill. They've even got a couple here, like this guy here. He's just been right next to one of my horsemen. He's just running around, not getting killed, which is not what I want to see. Kill them, please. These guys being dramatic, jumping over these logs of wood piled up by the side of the shop. Okay, come on. Kill them. It should not be this difficult for you guys. Okay, we're slowly getting there. Just fast forwarding slightly. Not that it really does much difference on my computer. It's one of the things I miss about having a more powerful graphics card, but I also can't actually fit my graphics card into this computer, so it doesn't help. Maybe in the future when I actually get a more steady income, I can make sure to see about upgrading my PC. But you know how it is, guys. There's always a thing for different things you want to spend your money on, and never have enough money to spend it all on, you know? Anyway, I think we're just going to end the battle here. So we got a nice heroic victory, and was pretty happy with that result. How many men did we lose? We lost 40 men, and the enemy lost 281. Looking at this army screen, I reckon they're going to end up with both horse archer units. And I would say these two units of skirmishers, because they're the ones with the biggest numbers. I think that might have just been killed off. And of course their general has as well. Let's have a look. Yeah. Now the general isn't that big a deal because they are going to bring in a new one as soon as they get a chance. But the fact that we've managed to kill off these skirmishers now means that any attack against us in the future or any of my settlements is not going to go too well for them. We can actually take on warriors and get an extra 10% replenishment, which is quite nice. And now the Africans are basically stuck. That was their main army in this section of the map, and I've basically just killed it. So they can run around. They may try and go back and north into that one province of theirs, the one region I should say, to replenish and try and take off some new soldiers, but we'll see how that goes. Rebels, you've done bad. So this is Ganzago with my my mercenary force, so to speak. As you can see, most of them are mercenary troops. And the enemies have decided to try and come in and attack. Now I'm just going to go for protective. I feel we should have a good chance, given that even though the enemy's got an onager, we've got better equipment, a lot more units than that. So there we go, killed. We can take on some of the warriors if you like, or no, we'll ransom them off. Get an extra 400 gold come in. Okay, get through these pop-ups. Nope. Sextus. This guy's died. He's natural causes, eh? We've lost men, consumption, spread. Lots and lots of things to do. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of money to spend, and we've got a number of places we need to convert and start building up. Although this is a nice little thing. Those who didn't watch the last episode, during the intern phase, I decided to get a military alliance with the Western Romans. I thought it would be quite a safe idea at this point, because if we pop on here, at this point now, the Western Romans have basically had everyone who's going to fight them already declare war on them, which is pretty good. It has unfortunately sort of put them off a bit, but on the other hand, we're on really good terms and it's improving. Their land's now going to count as ours, and as you can see, they're still holding on fairly well. They've got a couple of regions here. They still own most of Italy, and for example, Carolese and Sicily and that. So all in all, they haven't done too badly. And everyone who's going to be at war with them is already at war with them, so I should be pretty safe having them as military allies. In fact, let's have a quick look, see who else we can sort of get on our side. The reason why that's such a good thing is because one of my objectives for a triumph is I think I need something like 120, 150 provinces. And I don't have to necessarily own them myself. It could be military allies, it could be client states, puppet states in my case. So yeah, having them as a military ally is going to be very, very useful. Africa, you're already on good terms, that's fine. Abatia. Britain is apparently on very good terms with me, although it is deteriorating. They don't like the fact that I've got a different religion to them and we've released troops of the Sassanid Empire. But they like everything else that we're doing so far. Tempting, but they're still going to be early days yet. They're still going to be having enemies declaring war on them, and no one in the area likes them, so that's not something I want to do. The White Huns. These guys really like me, and this could actually lead to some potential, since it does mean that no one else is going to like me for it. But they really do like. You know what? I'm gonna do it.
And then
If they're willing, that is. Yeah, they can win for military alliance. Cool. I could do with the Magyars as well. Where are they? They're up here. Now, I'm not going to do with them, because basically they have the potential to go further into their, into Europe, and I don't particularly want that right now. Gotungians, we've got a non-aggression pact with them. I do fancy their lands, but if they're willing to be peaceful with me, then that's even better. Sure. I don't mind.
We also need good food.
You're willing to trade military access.
Gold freely given and gratefully accepted.
Nope, I'm not willing to pay that much to them. They're not anywhere near as powerful as me, so I don't understand why they should do that. Military ally, we've got access with them.
You have my full attention.
See, you're not willing to become a puppet state, but they're not willing to become allies with me because they're at war with Western Romans. I do wish they put it into like Total War games, an option for you to force your allies sort of to work them out, especially if you've got the power. So for example, I am the most powerful faction in the game at the moment, so surely it would make sense that I can speak to the Eastern Separatists and say, look, I demand that you make peace with the Western Romans, as they're my military ally, and you are my ally. Do it, otherwise and have the sort of presence to be able to make it so you can actually, cause your people that you're allied with or on good terms with to make repair their relationship, or because you insisted on it. That would be quite cool. Right. Anyway, back to this. I've been talking too much. Okay, so what do we want to do? We've got our war over here of Makran. And I've got 3 legions in the area. I've got these 2 and this one up here. Okay, let's see what else we can do first with our provinces before we actually do anything. Because I do see going on here, in fact, we've got a lot of buildings we can do. Okay, I definitely want to build a Greek chapel so we can start getting the religion sorted. Ooh, I can get gold. Yep, we'll do that. We got Adobe dryer there. And let's build a fountain here for the sanitation bonuses. I'll eventually convert these over, but I'm just trying to save a little bit of my cash for the moment. Is there anywhere else that actually needs to be done? Siraf? Stack here needs to be... Yeah, how much is it going to cost to stack here? 4,000. It's a little bit expensive, really. But this does need food, thinking about it. And yeah, it's minus 33, very poor in the area. So that's that bit done. Just been to Spahan. Ragar. Did I see that right? We've got minus 21 coming in, thinking about public order problems at the moment in this region. I think that might be because of the situation we had at with Ragar, where who are these guys again? Abashar took an army and attacked Ragar and basically sacked it, so had major public order issues. In fact, let's check. Yeah, we still got minus 19 a turn, and it's going to be taking ages to go down. We're going to have a lot of rebellions taking place in this area, so it looks like I'm going to have to be prepared for that. So annoying. I'll give you some local trade just to help out a little bit there. You guys are fully converted over. Good. You guys are fully converted over. We need to build a church here for you guys. Actually, speaking of converting, one of the things I wanted to check out was, did I actually get around to doing it over here in the Sahara? Yeah, we've done it for these two, just not for Sidamus. Yeah, let's just spend a bit of cash, get that bit done. We can dismantle that, because we don't really need rally fields in this area. That's fine. Let's come back over to here, because I did have an army being built there. So what we got? We got our spearmen already done. We got 3 units of these. I'm recruiting because I got them as one of my chapter objectives. Which one was it? Here. Maintain a total of 10 units of these particular types, and I've only got 3 more to go. We've done that one. We've done that one. We've got that one. We need to do 2 assassinate political actions, and we need to have 2 priests. Do we not have a... Did I not have a priest? I could have swore I had a priest somewhere. Oh well, we need to build... We need to hire another priest, it seems. Are you a priest? Yes, you guys are. We got senator plus public order, 5% research, cultural buildings. Ooh, decisions. I'll tell you what. I'm actually going to hire both of these. I'm going to hire this one and this one. So this one's going to improve my research rate a little bit, which is always quite useful. The other one's got public order bonuses. I can send them into regions over here then, in order to start spreading the faith and hopefully build up the public order a bit. But anyway, back to the army that I was recruiting here. I need to recruit some more swordsmen. So I'm just going to get 2 more units of Legio. I like Legio at the moment. Okay, I got 9,000. Is there anything else I need to spend my money on? Not that I necessarily know of. We'll go to capital here. So we've got Scriptorum there. Yeah, we'll convert that over now. Okay, we've also got the issue of rebels at stack here. And the fact that I need to decide what am I going to do about all these different places here. By that I mean I've got 3 legions here. One here, one here, one here. I've only got the one up here in the north. That's just my... This is actually my... Hang on. Okay, what we could do, because I want to attack Abashar, but I don't want to necessarily wait out. Thing is, what do I do? Can we hire onagers from here? Yes, we can. It would take about just under half my leftover money, and I would have to disband it straight away because it's going to cost nearly 1,000 a turn otherwise. But I could actually lose one of my units here. No, I want to keep those. I want to keep the cavalry. I want to keep... Yeah, I'm going to just drop one of my units in Nimoy. I think... Yeah, these guys are more experienced, so you guys can go by. Okay, back onto the mercenaries. Onager, hire. Right. And assuming there's no army at Abashar, we should be able to take it out now. Ah, I was lucky. Okay, let's attack.
Besieging settlement.
One quick order resolve. But I have to say, Hearthguard, so far my Emperor's doing well, isn't he, in Sassanid lands? No, it's just a joke. He mentioned that it might not have been the best idea in one of my previous videos to send the Emperor into the Sassanid lands, but he's done alright so far, I have to say. Right, let's disband this. Okay, we're now making 1,000 a turn, which is really nice. Okay, let's prepare. Well, yeah, we'll repair this because we haven't got any other food coming in right now. We've got the waterworks. To be honest, I'm going to destroy that because I can build a church now and make sure that it can be helped out a bit with the public order and things. Now, I need to decide as well which army. Do I go to Merv or to Harev? I mean, that's the Sassanid capital. Once that's destroyed, the Sassanid army is pretty much eliminated from the campaign. So that could be something to deal with. Let me just double check. Susa. We do have this legion here. I could start force march them and actually come up here to support the Emperor. For hit the northern push once we've dealt with them. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Can we hire any interesting units first from the Huns? Steppe tribes people not so good. Hunnic horse archers a little bit better. I'll tell you what, actually, let's do that. I don't use horse archers all that much, so yeah, let's hire some horse archers. Have a bit of fun. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to force march him all the way up to here. Because then he'll be in position then to be able to come and join the Emperor at Abashar. It leaves me my 2 units armies here then to try and take out and continue our campaign against Makran. So, public order, how bad is it going to be once I leave Mishan with this army? -8. Why is that so bad? Again, instability. But if it's only -8 at the moment, and that's with it might be -18 at the moment for public order. It's only going to start going down. It will sort itself out and stabilize in a way before, and it'll actually start getting very positive then. So that should be fine. I'll be fine actually. Okay, let's use you guys to kind of take out this rebel army outside Stakia. Not that I'm worried, but if I'm going to be pushing into the east, I don't particularly want to leave a rebel army behind if I can avoid it. In fact, let me just check out this a second. Yeah, we are taking issues from food, but we'll be able to solve that once we build the fields. Just in case we have any more stability to worry about. Okay, one quick order resolve. Let's just kill them off. Okay, you guys can come down. No, don't. Can you not march? I'm just trying to think. It should make sense we can march this way, but it will take a. No, let's march. I'll tell you what, actually. Let's. Yeah, let's march you guys down this way. And then we should be in a position then to attack them next turn. See, Raf, what happens if I take you guys out of public order? Got -5. But next turn I should actually go up then to +5, so that should be okay. What we'll do, we'll take this army, we'll put the army here in fact. No, we'll keep it here. Get that public order up a little bit, and the next turn they can both march into towards Harmosia. Take out that entire force basically, and then that'd be it. Okay, that sounds like a plan to me. Is there anything else I need to do back north? There's something about Skippy that I kind of remember. Don't I have the chance to do the growth yet? Yes, we do in fact. Let's do that. Hopefully we can build something there next turn. Sort this out. Go for that, and we'll get this one, and then because this is something that could be in handy for a garrison force, making it cheaper for me to build buildings. What's this one do? Cheaper recruitment, extra morale, nomad hunters. Huh, interesting. There we go, guys. Actually, before we hit that, can we move you guys? No, we can't, because -17. That was because of the instability, wasn't it? So I can't unfortunately take this force out of Ganziger to try and take out the rebels. I mean, the Afgrids, and take out Samadar. Because I'm going to be facing I mean, what? How big is the problem if I leave Ganziger? -25. Okay. So what I'm thinking, these will give me a lot better garrisons to defend against, and they will be done within 4 turns. Okay, yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the army up north. I'm going to take out the Afgrid force and then head up towards Samadar and take that for myself. I'll just have to rely on my garrison then to hold against any enemy forces. We do have the situation here of Amida. Oh, Nizibis, you haven't been converted over yet. 2000. Maybe do that next turn. Alright, that's enough thing. I've actually spent half an hour now. I've got a little timer next to me. I've spent most of this bloody episode just doing... I shouldn't say bloody. No, it's one of those days. My hay fever is kicked into overdrive, so I feel like crap. And... ugh. But a video needs to be done for, well, tomorrow by the time it uploads and everything. So I'm recording this on Monday, and God, the pollen count is just killing me here. But has to be done, guys. Has to be done for you guys. Right. The reason why I'm trying to rush a bit through this, well, as was planning to try and get through this a bit quickly, is because I went to load up the campaign at the beginning, and I saw that between episode 27 and this episode, it was just 1 turn difference. I think it was like turn 68 and turn 69.
You might find time to attack these people.
the
As long as
Geats.
your plans are not harmed.
Do I want to declare war on the Geats? I mean, yeah, they are up here. They do have a couple regions. They're not really that close to me. It's a shame I can't... Can I click on them and see what their relationship's like? No, I cannot. Are you willing to pay me more money?
These people trouble the Emperor greatly.
They want me to fight against the Alamans now, which is a little bit closer to my territory. Yeah, no, I'm just going to cancel. It's okay, they are the second strongest faction in the game at the moment, so to be honest, I don't think there should be a major problem with them, you know? This could be slightly annoying. I do have the Huns priests probably spread in Tengriism into... or is it Tengriism? No, it doesn't sound right. Spreading their faith, anyway, into my lands, which isn't really good. Where are you guys going? Well, they're not in a position really to be able to do much against me because, well, it feels like agent actions going on. But yeah, they're not in a position really to be able to do much against me because of their position, basically. They've got barely any men left. All my garrisons are reasonable for strength, and I feel more than comfortable taking them on, even with less garrison forces than I've been using so far. So I feel we should be able to do fine against them. You guys, critical failure. Critical failure. They're not having much luck, the enemies. Salona. Defeat Xerxes' vengeance as a fleet. Oh, we got this one. I can't do this though, because it's going to take 8 turns. Yeah, it takes 7 turns to do. I thought it was 8. Oh well. It takes 7 turns to do, and we've only got 6 turns to do it, so I can't really afford to, I'm afraid. What we can do, though, is sort this out. First of all, let's see. In fact, let's pop on the map a second. We need religion. Which one is the worst for religion at the moment in these areas? Greek Christianity, 42, 63, 19, 25, 15, 9%, 0%. So maybe focus on Media Atropatene, and I'd say Zorstan is okay for now. That's been going up. Yeah, let's go into Spahan with one of them, and then Media Atropatene with the other. Right, where's my priest? I'll just get them to march over in their own sweet time, and they'll be able to get there eventually. So, Gnias, let's send you first of all the way over to here. You're the one that does the public order bonus? I can't remember. We've got that one as well. You can go over to... where did I say? Spahan. Yeah, you can come... Damn it! I thought I had him clicked. Okay, you can get your butt over to Spahan. It'll take a couple of turns, but that'll be fine. It'll get there in time. Okay, armies now. You're heading towards Hermosia, where unfortunately the enemy has decided to send their armies off over... I didn't know if you know to see, but they took their armies over this way. Could be a slight problem if they're trying to attack Meshan or head up then towards Hira or Damatha, but they got a little bit of a trek in front of them. I feel pretty comfortable otherwise about just leaving them to it. In fact, I could probably just keep marching through and take all the settlements the way they're going, and they'll take attrition then as a result. There we go, plus 14 now because of the food situation being sorted. So there we go, just going to go quickly order resolve this. That's them dead. Occupy.
Ready for orders.
Now the question is, like believe I mentioned this in the previous episode, but we've got Arya here, and I don't know what their relationship is to me. They may be pretty okay with me, they may not. But if they are, I wonder what I should do. I mean, I'm still coming after their main settlements here. So we are going to come over here, in fact. Can't quite reach Pua this turn, but we'll be able to next turn. and bring in the Legion as well to help out. So yeah, they got undefended. We've got the army here. Tell you what, let's upgrade you guys. Can afford that at least. And Harmosia will be able to convert over next turn. Got another turn before my army that I'm recruiting at the moment in Asia Minor is completed, and I can take it over and start adding cavalry and missile troops to it. You guys, you're going to focus on heading straight up north to attack them. And they're going to have to be prepared for another rebellion maybe taking place in the area. Oh joy. Let me see. Food's okay here now, isn't it? Getting there. I think we can afford to swap these over, maybe. Get some more growth, maybe, or go for public order. Nah, we'll keep it as it is for now, in fact. I think it will help out. Although we are got some squalor enough in these areas here. Let's demolish that. Governor's house being built there. Let's convert this over. Yeah, let's go for the latrines. Okay, we'll be able to take Samadar next turn. Let's see, you're coming over now to support the Emperor. So do I go after Merv, or do I go after Harev? Fred, I'll tell you what, you can march... Let's march you to the other side of Abashar for the moment. Emperor, move to the border. Okay, although I've got a small army here, 10 stack, that's fairly easy to take on. What's the garrison like? Because they are within reinforcement range. So that's... No, that's not this one, is it? Do have a couple of interesting units, things I could maybe use to my advantage. Oh, it's one of them. I really hate the fact that the eastern settlements get really massive garrisons compared to us. We may get 4 units, say maybe 5 to defend. They get this. But that's okay, we should be able to... In fact, let's move you into there. Keep the situation going a bit better. Let's see, spend money on that. Build a church. Emperor moved back within 2 reinforcement range of the town. Not that we've got much of a garrison there, but every bit's going to help, no? Okay, how much is going to cost to convert over these? Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. A lot more money than what I've got now. Okay, we can go though back to Skippy and upgrade the settlement there a bit. So we got Plague at Serdica still, and we got, I think there was a pop-up saying we got Plague at Salona, yeah. Very frustrating, considering that we've actually got... Let's hit that and improve that. And let's get some lead deposit so we can increase our trade a bit. Hit the end turn again. And Christ, we're nearly at the 40-minute mark now, guys, and I've actually spent I spent 20 minutes on the turn after the battle, just going through things and talking to you guys. I feel bad actually about that. I mean, I don't mean to go into talking a lot. I mean, I know many of you guys find it quite interesting in what I'm saying, and I at least try and justify my actions about why am I doing this, that, and the other and things. But it must really suck sometimes that, or seem very slow when I'm basically just doing 1 or 2 episode, turns an episode, which I'm really trying to avoid. So I do apologise for that, guys. I need to make more of an effort in the future. But it's one of those... I suppose it is a thing, though, and you've got to balance out. I do want to try and put battles in, just because they're more exciting than just watching the campaign map the whole time. Although, saying that, when I was actually started watching Let's Plays for the first time, years ago, it's because I remember doing it because I had Rome 2, but I didn't have a PC, I had a laptop, so I actually couldn't play Rome 2. I managed to get it cheap on a sale some ages ago, and so it was just sitting on my Steam account, not able to do anything. So I ended up I just ended up letting it happen. thing, and I wasn't watching Lionheart's Let's Plays. I've moved on from him since. Oh, you cheeky sods. Okay, what have they got? Armenian spears. Mounted thing. Okay. I'm going to end the episode here, guys, and we're going to start the next one off with yet another garrison defense. It's my fault. I didn't think the enemy was going to sneak past to try and attack Siraf, but they seems to have been the case. What we're going to look at, I feel pretty comfortable about winning this. They do have their admiral and some hurlers, but we do have bowman marines and proper Byzantine marines on the galley here. So while they are slightly undermanned, we should be able to do okay, at least be able to do some damage against some of their units at least. What we can do then is maybe rush in to try and get them back onto land, because our Legio are going to start it being a tough battle. We've got numerous Armenian spears, you know, tier 2 good quality troops, the general and that unit of horsemen. But we'll end the episode here, guys, and get on to that next time. So I hope you enjoyed this episode anyway. Thank you very much for watching. I shall see you then. Goodbye for now.